What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to KellyCast Predictions. Mike, you look bored.
Oh, we're live again.
So. Yeah, this is the third video. We got like 9 more to go.
Oh. All right. I'm kidding. I love this stuff.
Week 1 for us. For us, not the NFL, but for you and me as people, whatever they call us, it was pretty good. 10-6 for both of us. Right now, we either are both 10-7 or we're both 11-6. I don't know which one because we haven't seen the Thursday night game yet. Because this is going to be coming out either Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure exactly where our record is, but it's tied. So
tied at the moment of this recording, people.
First game that we're going over today is an AFC North matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. This one in Cincinnati. And, we saw the games. Cincinnati last week put up a dud, 3 points, and a loss to the Cleveland Browns as they scored 24 points.
Yeah, what did Burrow have, like 3 yards the whole game or something like that? I think
that's like the one guy that I didn't put the numbers in for, and that's the one question you have to ask.
What are you doing?
It's the one question you have to ask.
You get an F for today's show.
I'm going to give you a super F.
Baltimore shut down the Texans pretty easily. They won fairly. Just simple game, beat the Texans.
As expected.
Yeah, I think it was 25-9 or something like that.
Yeah.
Lamar didn't have that great of a game, but it didn't matter. It really didn't. Baltimore just had a stifling defense. C.J. Stroud couldn't perform very well because he doesn't have weapons. We'll get into that. But the big story for Baltimore is J.K.Dobbins. And Achilles tear, he's done for the year.
Yeah, it's sad to see, man. Didn't you mention when we were watching him walk off, that you said that he gets hurt every year?
Every year.
And
I don't think he's ever had a healthy year.
Yeah. So, it's absolutely... I hate seeing guys hurt. It's not fun, because especially when they're good guys.
Mm-hmm. They always say, in an alternate universe, there's the NFL with no injuries. And imagine what it would look like. Imagine what would happen. What would happen with the Super Bowls that we've seen? With the playoffs?
It would be a Madden game. It would be a bloodfest. That would be with no injuries ever. It would be, what do you call it? Roman times.
They had injuries. The Bengals went
to the death.
2 of 15, Mike, on third down. 2 conversions out of 15 total attempts. The number that you need to remember most from that Bengals game, though, 0. You know who had 0 receiving yards?
Chase, right? No. Who was it?
Mr. Contract. T. Higgins.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
0 yards. Was not on my week 1 bingo board. I don't know about you.
I don't play bingo.
You're old. You should be playing bingo.
I should have. The last time I played bingo was probably with your mom when I was 9.
I played it more recently. The Baltimore Ravens first round pick, Zay Flowers, wide receiver, he looked good. He looked very good. 9 catches, 78 yards. The guy's just shifty. I'm not going to compare him to like a Tyreek Hill or anything like that, but he's going to be used as a gadget guy, and it looked really good the way he played. But Mike, I got the injury report in front of you there. You want to go over that for me? This is the Baltimore Ravens injury report.
Center Linderbaum, sprained ankle.
Mm-hmm.
Tackle Ronnie Stanley, sprained knee.
Both questionable.
Wow, what's up with that? Is that due to the turf?
It could be. It could be.
So,
Marlon Humphrey in the secondary has a foot, and then their safety Marcus Williams will not play as well. That hurts. That really hurts if you're Baltimore. They're 1-0. Obviously, Cincinnati being 0-1. In this game, I think, similar to what we said with Josh Allen bouncing back, how long is it going to take before Joe Burrow becomes Joe Burrow? Do the roll. I can't do it. How long before he does it again, right? I'm taking the Bengals this week. I think they weren't themselves in week 1. but we know how good the Bengals are. We do. Baltimore with their injuries, especially this early on in the season, it just doesn't give me lots of hope.
You're going Cincy?
Yep.
Bengals got some key guys out here. I'm gonna. God, I want to agree with you because I feel like you hit the nail on the head with Burrow is gonna.
I didn't do it as well, but
damn, man, I can't see the Bengals losing 2 in a row, and I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, whoever wins is possible to be a playoff contender to face the Bills later on.
I hope I'm wrong. I got to take the Bengals in this one too because I think Joe Burrow gets his head out of his ass too.
Yeah, I mean, that J.K.Dobbins injury is huge because it stops the Ravens from running the football effectively. Yes, Lamar Jackson can run the football, but if your running back can't run and you're focused on Lamar...
He does got some new weapons at receiver, and
he's hurt too. Throw the ball OBJ decent. Came into the game already hurt. So, I mean, they're working... bare bones. You would think it's week 8 for the Baltimore Ravens when in reality it's week 2.
How banged up they are, right?
Exactly. So we're both going Bengals. I'm a little surprised. I kind of thought maybe you'd take.
I want to take them, but with all those injuries, I want to go against you in that. But I
some of them are questionable. The only 2 that are not going to play.
Even with the questionable ones, an ankle, a knee, maybe.
I was born with glass bones and paper skin. Every morning I break my legs, and every afternoon I break my arms.
Yeah. And if Andrews comes back, that's obviously huge for their offense as well. He's a top 5 tight end. But let's move on, Mike, to the Seattle Seahawks and Detroit Lions matchup here in week 2. And how about the Seahawks, man? They lose to the Rams. We both predicted them to win, and they lost 30-13. It wasn't even close.
Yeah, we saw the guy that was benched. we didn't see the guy. We didn't see last year Geno Smith, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can agree. I mean, in this game they struggled again. Week 1, grain of salt. We're gonna have to see exactly what they come back with. But how about Detroit, man? I mean, we have not been on since Detroit beat Kansas City last week. I mean, we have, but we haven't discussed it yet.
Yes.
How about that game?
So surprising. So glad I was wrong.
Me too. Me too.
It's kind of funny and ironic how we're angry at Josh Allen for doing the same thing that Pat Mahomes did. So I'm sure their fan base is angry.
Mahomes didn't have 4 turnovers.
No, he didn't, but he lost the game.
He did.
I think he still had a hell of a game.
He did.
For what he had, for the weapons around him. We got a taste of a Kelsey-less Chiefs, and it looked semi-ugly.
You're talking more about the Chiefs than you are the Lions, and that's a problem because we'll talk about the Chiefs later. This isn't a Chiefs game. This is the Seahawks and Lions, and you need to put some respect on their damn name because the balls, Mike, the balls on Randy Marsh. No. Dan Campbell. It's going to be why Detroit is going to be a legit playoff team this year. Going for it on 4th down from your own 20. Insane.
So the reason I laugh, before I get into anything else, the reason I laugh was the meme from like one of those meme factory NFL ones that said, I can't remember which player it was, but it said something about Dan Campbell living with his mom. And then once we found out that he was living with like 4 of our moms, we just do what he tells us. I messed it all up, but it was still hilarious. The Detroit Lions, thank you for beating our rivalry. Thank you for doing exactly what we predicted, putting up some points. We told you that
we did.
They're a powerhouse.
And Goff he played mistake-free ball. I got his numbers for you here. 250 yards and a touchdown. So no turnovers. You're not costing your team anything.
Yep.
That's what matters. But the Seahawks didn't have any turnovers either, Mike, and they lost by 17 points. To me, that tells me more about you than if you had 3 turnovers and you lost by 17. Because if you had 3 turnovers and you lost by 17, I can understand. You gave possessions away, right? You didn't have the opportunity to score. They don't have an excuse, man. That concerns me. To go along with that, their number 1 overall pick, Jackson Smith-Njigba, the wide receiver, he caught 3 passes for 13 yards. You mentioned Geno not having a good day. It was true. And I don't know who the Rams even had at corner. I could not tell you who it was that was covering these guys, but they did for sure struggle. And the Lions defense, not only did they stop Patrick Mahomes, Mike, they kept the Kansas City Chiefs under 100 rushing yards, which is hard to do.
Yeah.
Hard thing to do.
I can see same way week 1 is a lie, but I don't think this one was a lie. I think I see.
Depends on the team, I think, for sure.
I agree. It definitely depends on the team, but this is something that we've seen week after week, even last year with the Lions. So I can see that happening again this year. Mm-hmm. I see them getting better. They've got a lot more experience. I still think that Goff is not that guy to get him over the hump, but he might take him to the playoffs this year.
Been to a Super Bowl already?
Yeah, we discussed that, but
we have.
I
just wanted to mention it. Hey, it's on his resume, you know.
It is on his resume.
I'm gonna let you take this game first. Who you picking as the victor? Seattle Seahawks, Detroit Lions in Detroit.
I'm going Detroit, man. I'm telling you, I see them. I see them going hard this season, and especially if we get the Seahawks of last week, they're going to steamroll over them. They're going to not even. They'll be lucky to get 3 points.
I'm expecting adjustments to be made for every team.
Of course.
For every team.
I hope we get to see that comeback player that we saw last year out of Geno. I want to see a game. Nobody likes a boring game. Everybody loves a blowout though. And I hope
I don't like a blowout.
I do. I love a blowout.
Why?
Why not? It's fun sometimes.
I like seeing you like a blowout if it's your team. If it's these idiots here.
Why not? Yeah, 40 to nothing. I also like it on Madden when I beat you 73-19. So
it was 17.
17. I'm sorry.
Thanks for giving me an extra couple points.
Credit, all right.
You're lucky I didn't turn this video off.
Yeah.
But I'm taking the Seattle Seahawks as well. Seattle. Now you got me all flustered.
Yep,
I hate you. Detroit Lions. They played complimentary football. Defense helped the offense. Special teams look good. Obviously, the fake punt.
Yep.
I'm on the Lions. I'm on the Lions' tail right now.
I'm jumping on their bandwagon.
I'm not ready to say I don't jump on bandwagons. I don't have Falcons hats, Saints jerseys, and Packers jerseys.
Not a fan of the team. I like jerseys. I like the styles. Whatever. It is what it is. Deal with it.
Moving on to another division battle, because division battles happen all the time. Literally every week there's multiple. Indianapolis Colts at Houston Texans. The battle of the 0-1 teams. I think both these teams are primed to be terrible this year, to be honest with you. Like, we saw what Anthony Richardson did. Tell me he didn't look like Josh Allen's rookie year. Tell me he didn't look like it.
Yeah, he
taking unnecessary hits. He got hurt on a play that didn't matter at all. At the end of the game, down 2 possessions, he takes a hit. And Trevor Lawrence was quoted after the game as saying, "Hey man, you got to take care of yourself. This game, the NFL is a different game than what it was in college."
Yeah, you're playing against grown men. You're playing against experienced grown men.
Yeah, and the Colts, man, they're missing Jonathan Taylor. 100%. Not to mention, you know who their backup is? Zach Moss. Zach Moss, I think it was a broken elbow or something, and he's still out too. So their running backs, I don't know their first names, I'll tell you that, but their running backs were Jackson, Funk, and Hill. They combined for 25 yards on 16 carries. What is that going to do for you?
absolutely everything. Come on, man. Those great yards. I mean, what's
Nothing.
that, like
Nothing.
5
That does
yards
not-
apiece?
That does not help
Absolutely
your rookie
terrible.
quarterback.
No, it does not help at all.
Speaking of rookie quarterbacks, Houston Texans, they fared up against Baltimore,
Yep.
and C.J. Stroud just didn't look good. Didn't look good. You know this name, Dalton Schultz. You remember him when he was in Dallas? Pretty solid tight end, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
2
I like
receptions,
Schultz. I miss
4
him.
yards.
Sad. Bet he wishes he was back on the other side. of
Probably.
Texas.
But you, as a young quarterback, your tight end is your security blanket. That's what they always
Yeah.
say, security blanket. You look to him often because it works. You need to get him more receptions.
Big target that's right there in front of your face. You gotta get it to him when we gotta get those check downs. Gotta get it going. Gotta learn the speed of the game.
100%. And then the Houston Texans are just weak overall. Same as the Colts, but the defense to me in Houston just left plenty to be desired. They have Will Anderson Jr., who they traded up for. He had 4 tackles and a sack in his rookie premier game. Pretty good. They need him to develop quickly. They need him to be J.J. Watt, if they're going to be competitive. Between bad and worse, Mike, who's going to come out on top in this? I'm going to take this one first because you took the last one. This is what I wrote. I'm going to read it verbatim for you.
I didn't read far enough in your notes to look ahead to who you were going to pick, but I just feel it in my blood that you're going to pick the same damn team that I am.
All right, I'm going to read. I'm going to read my notes verbatim here because when I write my notes, guys, it isn't just numbers and stats like Mike thinks it is. It's more about me writing in my own voice. It was one of the classes I had was learning to write to your style. That's why you have a hard time reading my notes, because it's written for me. It's not written for you.
Right, and I write my notes differently.
You do.
Exactly.
And you probably have lots of spelling errors like the Bengals.
And I do not care because all I care about is what I'm going to say.
I
can't say their names right either, so it doesn't matter.
I wrote, maybe my mind changes by the time the show rolls around, but my gut is telling me to pick the Houston Texans. And I could easily end up regretting this one, is what I wrote.
Wow.
Houston's home. That was what it came down to for me.
Okay. All right. I'm very surprised. You did not pick the team that I was going to go with.
Oh, you're going Colts.
The first one we're going against each other.
Okay.
All right.
Tell me why.
I don't have any necessarily rhyme or reason except for the same thing that you just saying. I have a gut feeling. I just like Richardson a little bit better. I think he can calm himself down. Maybe not by week 2. Maybe we see a little bit.
Hold up.
More.
Hold up. Tell me why.
No, we ain't bringing that.
Tell me why.
2 possessions?
Yes.
Okay, I thought they kept it close for a little while.
They did. They did keep it close for a while. That's what I was going to get into.
Of course, I was rooting for the Jags anyway, so, but...
Closet Jags fan. But I just
like their jerseys. I just like their jerseys.
I think this game could go either way. So I'm happy. I'm happy you went a different route because we're going to see who comes out on top and who doesn't.
Yeah, we can't be tied forever. Someone's got to take that thing home. Upstairs or downstairs.
I bought it. Well, guys, stay tuned. More coming.